Dear viewers, today I'm going to show you how to fix manual machine in order. First of all, the needle, it has a face. That place that has line, this place that has a line, it always face this direction like this. So while the place that is a little bit smoother, it faces inside. Once you don't keep the face in the right direction, number one, the machine will be cutting the thread while working. Number two, it will never sew smoothly. So try all your possible best to always keep the direction of the face of the needle. It has a line up like this, so let it face outside. That's number one thing about manual machine or any machine. So this is how you fix it. There's a hook here. Try to set it, then you tie the hook. This line now that I'm talking about, look at it, it's facing outside now. Then number two is this shuttle. How to fix the shuttle on the machine, it matters too. This is the reel, and this is the shuttle. So most people, once you are rushing the machine, you discover that when you put the thread, once the thread did not enter this hole, the machine can never give you any solution. Or once the thread enter and it pass back here, because some setting you can have this challenge. Your thread will be at the back here like this, which is at the back here like this. The machine can never give you any straight neat sewing. So make sure that whenever you are fixing the thread, make sure that you hold the shuttle and the ruler together. Then you try and hold it like this, then pass the thread, and make sure that the thread entered this hole. Make sure that the thread entered the hole. Let it be in between this hole. Then when removing the thread from the reel, it's not ideal. Don't drag the thread like this out. Sometimes it's why the settle tension, in which you need to make an adjustment to it. So always try to remove the thread from the settle gently like this, without dragging the thread, because if this place is open, the tension of the thread on the settle will be loose. So there's no how the machine will give you a perfect stitches. When fixing the settle on the machine, always make sure that when you are fixing the settle on the machine, it should make a sound. It should make a sound. That is that okay, the settle have already clicked. And sometimes if you don't fix the settle very well, for the machine to rotate, it will not be rotated, it will just hook. Or for example, now when you are working on the machine, the needle break and your machine is not more moving, so you have to open this particular place and remove the whole thing out. Once you remove the whole thing out, then you remove the whole thing out. Then when you move it, you discover that the machine is moving smoothly now. Then you now remove this carrier. Then you try to raise the needle up, then you insert it like this. Then once you insert it, you are allowed to make sure that you roll it in order for the needle to hold it. Then you bring the cover to it. The cover, it has a kind of a hole like this. It has to match with this hole here. Then you clip it. That is how to tackle if your machine is at the hook. This is how to tackle it. You remove the whole of this out, then you insert it back, then you fix your settle. I said earlier on, make sure that the settle make a sound. So once you are done with that, then you come to the upper thread. How to fix the upper thread? You make sure that if you are moving, try all the possible best to hold the thread like this. Then you pass it like this to this tension here. If your thread did not enter very well like this, it also contributes in what make the machine to be giving a kind of a rough stitches. So maybe some people keep the thread out of maybe hurry, you just pass the thread like this without entering the hole. So in order for it to, and then the thread to enter, so you make sure that you hold the thread, then it's passed through it like this. Then you make sure that you pass it through here. It's not necessary you must pass it through here. It's allowed if you can pass it. Then you take it to the needle. You take it to the needle like this. Then when passing the thread, you make sure that if you want to remove the one under now, you hold the thread, then it pick it up. I've picked the thread, both the up and down thread is here now, and we are ready to work for stitches now. On the pedal now, you discover that there is a kind of a sign here that will hold the rope downward. Then it has already picked the rope now. Look at it going down. Then you guide it with your hand. So it has already picked now. So in case if your rope comes out, that's how you fix it. Then this is what I was talking about. The thread is already set now. Then let's try to make a stitch. Let's see. You can see both down stitches and the up stitches are very okay now. Then e.g. now, for example, let's say that the thread did not pass through here very well now. As I said earlier on, let's say maybe the thread is up here like this. You look at the stitches now, it's not that very okay. So that is how to fix the problem of this machine. When your needle breaks, or the sign that maybe if you are working on the machine and maybe the needle is just punching the material, try to check the needle. Maybe the needle has already spoiled, and you change the needle. That's all I have pertaining this manual machine.